All right, people, it is time to get back into some NFL game by game weekly predictions, everyone. Football is back, man. It feels amazing. It feels great. I am very excited to be back doing this again. Of course, the Bills won over the Rams to open up the season. That was a great game. But, people, let's give out my week one game by game predictions, starting with the Colts versus the Texans. I am going to take the Colts in this game. I do just think that the Colts just are the better team in this one. Obviously, I think everybody should know that and say that. I'll take them 31-13 in this game. I just think they're the better offense and the better defense. They will play some complementary football in this game. I do have giant faith in their defense, especially the fact that they added Yannick Ngakoue next to DeForest Buckner and Kwity Paye this offseason. So I expect that defensive line to really put some pressure on a weaker Texans offensive line. And then look, Stephon Gilmore is also there. And then this is the Texans run defense, not one of the best in the league. And we know that Jonathan Taylor is someone you did not want to be caught slipping with. And then Matt Ryan, he's a guy that I expect to really start off his Colts debate really well versus a pass defense that's also not really great either. So I expect the Colts to win this game easily, 31-13. Now, Cincinnati versus the Steelers. This is a division matchup here. I'm going to take the Bengals over the Steelers, and I'm going to say they win this game 28, and then I'm going to say the Steelers get 13 points in this matchup. When I look at this game, this is a Bengals offensive line that got better, and I expect us to see progress in this game versus the Steelers pass rush that we know is good. But when we look at the flip side, this is a Steelers offensive line that is just bad. This is a quarterback situation that is iffy. And if this Bengals pass rush, which I think is really good with Sam Hubbard and then Trey Hendrickson, if they can get up after that offensive line and disrupt Mitchell Trubisky, who we know can have his troubles if things aren't going right on that offensive line, I do expect that to really go ahead and disrupt the Steelers offense. Now, this is going to be an offense that kind of wants to go Najee Harris kind of centric in this game, kind of focus on the run game, but I don't think that'll be enough versus a Bengals offense that I think will be firing on all cylinders through the air and will be able to really score in a lot of spurts in this game. I think they score 28. I think they get the win over the Steelers, and I think they have a good game through the air, and I think they win 28-13. Also versus the Steelers pass defense that didn't look too good last year. It lost Joe Hayden. I don't expect it to get much better. Ravens versus Jets. I'm going to take the Ravens here 31-17. Look, Joe Flacco was in this game playing his former team. I don't have much faith in him versus a Ravens defense that we obviously know is good. Lamar Jackson, he's back after missing the last part of last year. The Ravens are just the better team. I believe they are the more versatile team, the more complete team. Now, could we see something going on here with the Jets defense that is kind of improved in pass rush? I don't know. I just think that the Ravens offense is a bit more efficient. I think we'll see that come out this game, and they will get a 31-17 win versus the Jets. And then I'll also take the Dolphins at home over the Patriots. I think them being at home in this game really helps them. I'll take them 17-13 in this game. These are two teams that coaching staff wise, they definitely have some questions because the Dolphins, they're a team that is obviously still learning systems on offense and defense, and it's game one here. And then the Patriots are a team that we have tons of questions about their coaching staff. So look, I think this is a game that comes down to who can make the most plays, and I think that is the Dolphins team, especially with the playmakers that they have compared to the Patriots, who lost pieces on their offensive line, who lost pieces on their defense, and those were key pieces. Losing J.C. Jackson, losing Kyle Van Noy, losing Ted Karras, losing Shaq Mason. This is a game that I think will be close to the end, but I do think that the Dolphins have more star power to really prevail in this game. So I'll take them 17-13. And then Chargers versus Raiders. I'll take the Chargers in this game 28 over the Raiders to 24. This is a game where I think it will be close to the end, but I do think the Chargers prevail because I really do think this pass rush will be able to get after Derek Carr. And I think that will kind of derail the game for the Raiders here. And we know they have questions about their offensive line, and an offensive line that isn't so sturdy and you're still trying to kind of learn a new system here isn't the best thing. I think this will be a shootout here, but I do think the Chargers have the advantage in the passing game just because I believe they will have more time to throw the ball since their offensive line is better. But just the fact that you have Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Sebastian Joseph Day going at a Raiders offensive line that is not good, I don't think that bodes well for the passing game. Now, this passing game, I do think this passing game will get 3 touchdowns through the air with Derek Carr. Devontae Adams will have a good game in this one, especially because J.C. Jackson is not there. I just think the Chargers get this win here, just mainly because I do think towards the end of the game, especially, their offensive line is going to be more sturdy. Therefore, their passing game is going to be more efficient. Washington football team versus the Jaguars. I'm going to take the Commanders, not the Washington football team, but I will take the Commanders here, 23-17 over the Jaguars. The Jaguars are a run defense that wasn't so good last year. They added Travon Walker. I don't see it tilting so much that the run defense changes, and I think running the ball is something Washington will want to get at in this game. I think it'll be a close game, but I do like the fact that Washington's run defense is also good enough to really go ahead and combat James Robinson and Travis Etienne. I also do like their passing game just a bit better. I will take Washington over the Jaguars. And then for me, game everybody should be paying attention to, Browns versus Carolina. I'm going to take the Browns here, everyone. I'm going to take the underdogs in this one. Look, I haven't heard a good football reason of why people think the Panthers are going to win this game. I'm going to take the Browns by 7. I think it's going to be a one-score game. Look, there's going to be rain in this game. Baker's learning a new system. I don't think the weather's going to play a huge factor. But look, that offensive line versus a second-string Bills defensive line did not look good in the preseason. I have concerns about it, and this is a Browns defensive line that has Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney, and a Browns defense that is one of the best in the league and is hungry. The best reason I've heard about why the Panthers are going to win this game, and really the only reason, is that Baker Mayfield has a chip on his shoulder, and I can tell you one thing, I'm sick of hearing that. The Browns are also a team that obviously loves to run the ball, and they're very good at it with Chubb, Hunt, Dearness Johnson, even if Jerome Ford plays in this game too. So look, I think this run game will get going versus a Carolina Panthers run defense that ranked 18th in the league last year. And this Browns offensive line is obviously a good one. And I think that run game, which I think will be able to prosper, will set up the pass game for Jacoby Brissett, Amari Cooper, David Bell and company, everyone. So look, I think the tilt here for the Browns is that their run game plays better and also their offensive line plays better, and I think their pass rush will be able to get after Baker Mayfield. And if you can get pressure on Baker Mayfield, then I think things are going to go pretty well for you, just as they always do. So I will take the Browns 24-17 over the Panthers. I'll take the Chiefs over the Cardinals. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring, close game. I like both passing offenses. I'll take the Chiefs 35-31. I just don't have that much faith in the Cardinals offensive line. This is going to be a shootout. I don't have much faith in the Chiefs passing defense, but I have enough faith in their pass rush to be able to get after Kyler Murray to disrupt them enough and not put too much pressure on that secondary. And look, the Chiefs passing game is going versus a Cardinals passing defense that is pretty good, but I also do like the fact that the Chiefs offensive line is sturdy and can give them time to really develop some plays downfield. And as long as you got Patrick Mahomes and you got Travis Kelce and you got an offensive line that can protect them versus a defensive line that I don't trust too much to get pressure in the Cardinals defensive line, I do expect the Chiefs to win this game just because I don't all the way trust that Cardinals offensive line. Now, Titans versus Giants. I will easily take the Titans here. 27-13 here, everyone. The Giants are learning a new system, but I do like the Titans offense here over the Giants offense here. But look, I will take the Titans here. I think the defense is better, offense is better, and I think running the football, they will be able to have their way, and I think that will set up the passing game for them. And then Broncos versus Seahawks, Russell Wilson's revenge game. I will take the Broncos here easily, 24-7. Look, I think this will be a game where, yeah, this game is going to start off kind of slow. I think the Seahawks gonna get 7 here. uh, to start off the game, and then the Broncos get 10, and then just after that, they just kind of pull away in this game. I like their defense versus that Seattle offensive line, and I also like their offense's passing game to be a bit more efficient with Russell Wilson in company, everyone. So I will take the Broncos over the Seahawks. And then 49ers versus Bears. I will take the 49ers in this game, but I don't think it'll be by a lot. I still want to see how Trey Lance is going to do, and I do think he will start off slow in his really first full-time starting game here. But I do think the San Francisco 49ers defense takes care of the job here versus a Bears offense that is not diverse in skill set at all. And this is an offensive line that I think is going to have a hard time blocking Nick Bosa in company in that San Francisco defensive line, everyone. So I will take San Francisco over Chicago 17-10. And look, I want the Lions to win this game because I'm a secret Lions fan this year, but I will take the Eagles over the Lions 21-17. I think this is going to be a game where both rush offenses kind of get to work in this game, especially how both teams like to run the ball, and the Lions rushing offensive line is good. I do think, though, that what really splits the tie here for me is that the Eagles defense is better, and I think they will be able to stop the Lions run a bit better than the Lions can stop the Eagles run. So I will take the Eagles over the Lions 21-17. Then I'll take the Saints over the Falcons 31-15. I think this is kind of going to be a blowout here. The Saints defense is like the best in the league, and this is an offense that I expect to start off hot with an offensive line that's solid. Jameis Winston is back. This is a team that can run the ball, but I do have confidence in throwing the ball with that offensive line, and then also having Michael Thomas back, potentially having Chris Olave and having Jarvis Landry. I'll take them over the Falcons 31-15. And then Packers versus Vikings. I think this is going to be one of the better games of Sunday. I will take the Vikings, though. I just trust their passing offense a bit more in this one. I know. Aaron Rodgers, look, he's facing a Vikings passing defense that wasn't the best last year, but I do trust the Vikings passing offense to make more plays in this game, especially to combat a Green Bay defense and passing defense that is really good. And look, if Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins do not play in this game for the Packers offensive line, I think there's going to be trouble in this game. I think it'll be a close game, 28-24, but I think the Vikings passing game has an edge. And then last but certainly not least, Sunday Night Football, Bucs versus Cowboys. I will take the Bucs in this game over the Cowboys 34-28. Look, a lot of people like to over exaggerate that the Bucs offensive line is just cooked. It's not. Ryan Jensen is the only one hurt. Other than that, they're totally fine on that offensive line. On the other hand, the Cowboys are not. We already know what's going on with them. I think this is going to be a close game because both passing defenses didn't make too many improvements during the offseason and weren't too good during the year. They weren't top of the league. So I think this will kind of be a shootout. But I think in the end, just like the Cardinals game that I said for, and I think the Panthers and Browns game, and then the Chargers and Raiders game, I think the Cowboys offensive line being worse than the Bucs offensive line will give the Bucs the upper hand in this one, and I think their offensive line holds up enough for their pass game to be able to prevail and make more plays than the Cowboys passing game in this one. So I will take the Bucs over the Cowboys. But tell me what you think about it all down in the comment section below. Other than that, this has been Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker of the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.